Dear students, so previous module 3 we have discussed about maturation and learning. So we have clearly understood about what is maturations, what is learning, what are the significant relationship between the maturations and learning and development. This is module 4, the two basic factors determining human development. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to discuss about the two basic factors determining human development. In this module, two basic factors determining human development. So, in this module, we are going to discuss about the entire concepts of two basic factors determining human development, and nature and nurture controversy, and definition of heredity, a meaning of the term environment and or nurture, and finally the conclusions. And before that, previous module we have discussed maturations and learning. So, as we summarize the particular topic, maturations and learning, especially the organ of child grow and mature due to learning and training, at which improvement of the development takes place in the functioning of individuals and his behavior. And this module, two basic factors determining human development. So among the basic factors that vitally affect the nature and nurture rate, so as well as the limit of human development or heredity and environment, differential influences of these two factors result in individual differences in personality and consequent variations in behavior. Heredity is sometimes referred as nature and environment as nurture. Heredity is a constant factor, irrevocably establishes the time of fertilizations, and the environment is constantly expanded. From the relatively simple chemical environment of newly conceived organisms, we get eventually to highly complex of social environment. And this picture shows some individual differences. This also the nature and nurture controversy. One vital question that has been debated firstly, the field of educational psychology for a century is the nature and nurture controversy. If we want to be better, humanity should be stress eugenics or euthanics. Advocates of heredity argue from that rose plants and jasmine flowers cannot be proceed. Similarly, so now let me see the nature and nurture controversy. That one vital question that has been debated firstly, the field at educational psychology for centuries is the nature and nurture controversy. If you want to be better, humanity should be stress eugenics or euthanics. Advocates of heredity argue that from the rose plants, jasmine flowers cannot be produced. Similarly, watchwords of people cannot be emerged from criminal family, and the famous proverb, "You cannot straighten the tail of the dog," is often quoted in a defense of this line of thinking. On the other hand, of environment stress, the view what one man has done and any other can do it, he gets favorable opportunities and man grows into what his environment makes him be. J.B. Watson's The Ardent Environmentalist proclaimed, "Give me a dozen healthy babies. I can make any one of them as the theologian or criminal as you want, no matter whatsoever is the heredity experiences, training, and educations all result of environment." But this controversy is unnecessary and unwanted one because of human development is jointly determined by one's heredity and environment. It is well known that any of these two factors do not operate in isolation of the other. We cannot create and develop any other potential traits which in individual has not inherited by birth. Similarly, no potential traits and present in the individual can blossom fully without proper educations or training. It is true that we cannot get mango plant from a jackfruit seed. Equally true is that unless the mango seed is planted in fertile soil and properly irrigated, it cannot grow into a healthy mango plant. Then good tree yielding plenty of good mangoes. The practical proof, McIver and Page put it that every incident at each stage of our life takes place as determined by the joint effect of heredity and environment. Overstressing may make teachers fatalities. And next, we are going to discuss about definition of heredity. Heredity is defined as the totality of biologically transmitted factors that influence of the structure of the body. Everything the child gets biologically from his parents belonging to heredity. Not only the physical traits such as the color of eyes, hair, skin, body constitution, and but also certain mental traits such as temperament, intelligence are inherited by the child from his parents. So that is the why the child is mostly resemble his parents. So the child inherited the traits and characteristics of his parents and forefathers through chromosomes at the time of conception. So the innumerable inherited characteristics are due to genes, which are the chromosomes. Genes are the T genetic unit. Now let's see the meaning of the term environment. In psychology, we mean by the term environment influences belonging to amount of category which utters the growth process of individual, making him what he is. Psychology also the uses of the term environment in an active sense. Mere presence of physical object does not it itself constitute the environment unless the object become stimuli for the individual. After the birth, the external environment consists of the sum total of the stimuli which he receives from the birth to death. He is always stimulated by the environment factors. He is likely to develop his mental traits in accordance with his environment. And enriched environment is likely to stimulate the growth and development. So, that enriched environment is likely to stimulate the growth and development of an individual, whereas dull and unchallenging environment does not promote the full bloom of his skills, talents, and potentialities. Okay, thank you, viewers. We will meet in the next video, next module, and you might understand the particular concept of two factors determining human development. Thank you.